Hi guys, it's Tamara coming back at you with another video. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. We're going to talk a little bit about cognitive behavior therapy. I'm a cognitive behavior therapist, but I'm also existential, and what that means is that I focus on how thoughts and behaviors cause or highly relate to emotions. I also focus on existentialism, which is kind of like the study of life and meaning, the search for purpose and understanding. I deal a lot with like existential and philosophical and faith-based theories. So as a cognitive behavior therapist, I want to make sure that I give you guys the tools that you need to actually grow and mature and learn what you need to make it in life, or to even deal with your emotions and your thoughts. The way that I explain this to my clients is that cognitive behavior therapy is kind of like the tool, and existentialism is the vehicle. So I teach you the tool, but then I also conceptualize you from a philosophical, faith-based, religious, and sometimes even spiritual perspective. So what you're going to earn from this video, and the benefits to you, I guess I should say, is that you're going to learn a couple of things over here. So what you're going to learn is how to utilize a CBT technique. I'm going to teach you two of them today. To kind of help you evaluate where you are, and then also you're going to be able to explain these concepts and maybe even use them with people who may need them and benefit from them. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's start talking about what I call the CBT Triangle. So the cognitive behavior therapy triangle goes like this, okay? And I'm going to post it over here so that you can see it as well. But what it is it's a triangle. At the very top, it says thoughts. At the right side, it's feelings, or I'm sorry, behaviors, and then on the left side, it's feelings. And so it's a triangle: thoughts, behaviors, feelings. And the whole idea behind the CBT triangle, the cognitive behavior therapy triangle, is that our thoughts either affect how we feel or how we process our emotions, or our thoughts affect our behaviors. So whatever we think, our behaviors and our feelings follow and highly correspond with each other. So the best way to explain this would be, let's say that you are going to your high school reunion and you feel like you've aged a lot, you feel like you're out of touch, you really don't want to see people that you knew back then, you don't want to go back there, you just want to stay where you are. So let's say that you're really grappling with this, like you're really struggling with this and you don't know what to do. And your thoughts may be something like, you know, I'm not as young and thin as I used to be, or I'm not emotional. I'm just kind of cold about life. I'm kind of like coasting and trying to get through it. I really don't have any feelings. I'm not sure I even want to go to my high school reunion. Nobody's going to like me. Nobody's going to remember me, right? My hair's changed. My hair's shorter. You know, there's a lot of negative thoughts that goes with, you know, having to reconnect with people in your past. So let's say those are your thoughts, okay? Your feelings are dread, guilt, fear, anxiety, uncertainty, very low expectations about the whole thing. What is that going to do to behavior? What is that going to do to your behavior? What do you think you're going to do? I want to hear you guys in the comment section. So go ahead and post what you think you would do if you had those negative thoughts at the top and you had those emotions on the left side of that triangle. Then what's going to happen on the right side of that triangle? What's going to happen to your behaviors? What's going to happen to your behaviors is you're going to avoid it. You're going to get depressed. You're going to get anxious, right? You're going to start avoiding the situation. You may not even answer the phone if someone calls to see if you're really going or not. You might make excuses, right? Behaviors, all action, right? You're going to do things that corresponds with your negative thoughts and with your negative feelings. So then what's the end result? You just don't go at all. Okay, that same triangle can happen with positive things and positive events as well. So the CBT triangle really does give you a structured way to view your reactions to things, to review your thoughts and your emotions and how those things connect. So keep this in mind as you move along in your life and as you grapple with things that are going to be difficult for you. All right, guys, so let's go to the next one, okay? The next one is kind of like what we call the ABC model, the antecedents, behaviors, and the consequences, the ABC model, which I'm going to post right over here so that you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So this is kind of similar. There are, and I don't know if you can see this, so I'm going to put this in a box over here so that you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. This form basically gives you a grid, and it talks about fear and anxiety. And so in one column, you have situations, bodily sensations, thoughts, action, tendencies, and then what you really do, or what you actually do. So let me explain this, and I want you to do this at home. So I want you to make a column, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a piece of paper. Let's do this together. On a piece of paper, let's go ahead and do 5 columns, okay? Down the page, 5 columns down the page, okay? So 5 columns down the page. The first column is going to be labeled situations, okay? And this is going to include situations that make you fearful or anxious. The next column is going to be bodily sensations. So when you think about that situation, what bodily sensations do you experience? Does your heart rate go up? Do your thoughts start, going a million miles per hour? Do you start biting your lip? Do you start rocking and kind of like self-soothing yourself? Okay, so the second column, you want to put all the things that your body does in response to that situation. The next column is thoughts. So what are the thoughts that you're going to have? Remember that triangle we just talked about. What are your thoughts? Are they negative thoughts? Are they positive thoughts? Go ahead and write thoughts in that column. Okay, and action tendencies is basically just behaviors, right? Remember that triangle? Behaviors is on the right side of that triangle. What are the behaviors that are going to correspond with your negative thoughts, your bodily sensations, and that situation? What are you going to do, right? Are you going to back out? Are you going to avoid? Are you going to make excuses, right? And then the last is what you actually do. So what is the actual thing that you do? Did you totally avoid this situation and act like it wasn't going to happen? Did you ignore all phone calls to you about the reunion, right? So you want to document all of that. What I like about this form is it kind of gives you a visual, and it helps you keep in mind how you process things psychologically and emotionally and behaviorally, right? It kind of gives you a little bit of a concrete example of what you actually do. The more that you look at this example and the more that you use it as an example in your life, I think the more you're going to be able to see that, oh my God, these are patterns that I engage in, and this is why I can't move from point A to point B. All right, guys, so thanks so much for being with me today. I have to run. I have a session next, but I encourage you to give this video a thumbs up. When you do that, it pushes the video to the top of the search results, and it gives other people access to this video. Without a thumbs up, the video won't be found in the search results. So if this was helpful to you, I encourage you to give a thumbs up, and I thank you for that ahead of time. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I post videos twice a week, Monday and Friday, and we're going to continue to talk about subjects. If you have a subject that you'd like me to talk about, feel free to post it down in the comments section below, or go to my website, anchoredinKnowledge.com, and contact me there with a few ideas. I welcome you. You can also catch me on Twitter at TherapistT. But in the meantime, guys, I wish you well, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.